everybody, welcome back to my channel. My name is Rose and I'm really happy that you've either returned or decided to click on this video. I usually talk about avoidant personality disorder, but I want to do something different. So this video is kind of a warning. This is actually the third time I've tried to record this video. I don't think I've released one in the last 2 months, and I was really trying to, like, when I started recording YouTube videos, I really wanted to do one every week, but I keep finding that I want to do a video and then I think about the subject that I want to talk about, and then it takes me a while to be able to talk myself into the mindset that it takes to, you know, actually speak about it in the way I want to be heard about it, I suppose. So I wanted to record this video, and I don't really want to say what it was about, but I recorded it a couple times and I didn't like how it turned out, and I even got to the point where I had edited it and to the point where I was like, you know what, it's just not working, we got to start over. So I got to that point and just decided I want to start over and I want to come at it from a different angle. And I realized that I haven't mentioned a lot about who I am, and when I talk about avoidant personality disorder, I definitely imagine that there's no one on the other side of this camera. I'm really trying to, like, hype myself up into this, like, I'm just talking to myself type of mindset. So watch my videos knowing that that's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to psych myself into believing that there's no one watching this. So that's the presence of mind that I'm in right now. But because of my avoidance and because of my hiding in my house and not really trying to acquire knowledge in any other type of way, like, I didn't want to really, I wanted to go to school, but I was really afraid to, basically. And so I've really tried to just kind of teach myself a lot of things. And I've really been trying to follow whatever piques my interest. And the reason why I've tried to learn the way that I've tried to learn, one of the reasons was avoiding going to actual school. The other reason was that I'd read this thing from Einstein, and he said that he was frustrated with the curriculum because he was a professor for a while, and he said that he was really frustrated with the curriculum because he couldn't just follow what interested the students. He had to follow a certain curriculum, and he thought that that was not beneficial to their learning process. You know, if you follow what you're interested in, you'll more easily comprehend that thing. So I thought that was a really good point. And I started just doing that. Like, whatever interested me, I'm going to follow that and I'm going to read about it. And because of that, I have developed kind of an eclectic, amount of knowledge. And through trying to educate myself on the things that piqued my interest, I think I found some answers to the kind of social anxiety avoidance part of my life. And I want to start talking about those things on my channel, and I'm really afraid that they're going to be controversial and they're going to make people angry, and I don't want to make anybody angry. So this is kind of like a warning that you know, if you're offended by deep subjects and topics, these are the topics I will most likely delve into because it's what I read about. So I'm going to give you a list of the subjects that I most often read about and that I look at life through. Like, these subjects are what I'm relating my life through. So I read about religion, physics, so like quantum physics. I really like the kind of new theoretical physics ideas. I like reading about them all, and by new I mean like within the last 100 years, not anything, you know, brand new, but like reading a lot about that. So I might talk about that, and if I ever on my channel am talking about that, please understand. I don't know what I'm talking about, and if you want to give me some sort of idea of like your idea of what I'm talking about and you want to correct me type of way, I'm not the type of person that's going to get easily offended. And I say that, you know, right now. Maybe in the future I will be. I don't know, but I'm going to try to read through your comments. So if you have any comments about what I'm talking about, and you want to tell me I'm just like flat out wrong, please do it, because I would rather be correct than incorrect. So I do like to read about quantum theories. I love reading about outer space. I'm a total space nerd. I always have been. Like, I really wanted to be an astronaut when I was a kid. It was so sad. Like, I really wanted to be an astronaut. And it just, you know, you can't be an astronaut if you never go to, like, college or succeed in anything. Anyway, so I like to read about that type of stuff. I like reading about history, economics. I read a lot of books of philosophy, and I have that was kind of what I started out with, as far as audiobooks. I started with like Socrates, like all the works of Socrates, and which are a lot easier if you want to get into philosophy. It's you can listen to Socrates on audiobook because they're all just conversations basically. So I started there, and I moved into a lot deeper philosophy, found some online education in that department as well. So I really like philosophical discussion, so I might mention some of that. I love reading self-help books. I really like reading books on nutrition. I love reading about neuroscience because I've been trying, like I said, to fix what's wrong with me. So philosophy and neuroscience kind of both piqued my interest. So I'll probably mention a lot about that. And I really like reading books about habit training. So because I'm trying to change the habits that I have, so that I read this theory that habits will compound. Like if you consistently do even a small habit, after a while the benefit that you get from it starts to compound. So I've been trying to read about that and reap those benefits, I suppose. So I'll probably talk a lot about that. I really love reading classic literature. So, and I really love reading Russian literature, like Tolstoy, Dostoevsky, those type of guys. Currently reading The Master and Margarita, which was recommended to me by a friend. So it's another Russian lit guy that I just discovered. He seems pretty cool. So I might talk about those, and a lot of those books are kind of somewhat controversial nowadays. So, you know, that's that. Also, I really like reading books about money and finance, and just how to get your whole economic structure, you know, personal economics in line. I like that on a very personal level, and I am like hardcore deep into just broad economics in general. So, you know, if I talk about that, it's just, I've just read a bunch of books about it. I have no schooling in it. So if you want to correct me on anything that I get incorrect, I would love to hear that I'm incorrect and be corrected on my mistakes. So I'm not easily offended, I promise. Knock on wood. Also, I have a goal to read basically all banned books. So if it's ever been banned, I want to read it. So if you ever want to, like, if you've heard of one that I haven't read, if I go through that list and you want to recommend me one, go ahead. So there's that. And then also, as far as like religion goes, I know a lot of people get offended about religion. I'm reading a lot of books about Buddhism, and I am reading Buddhist texts, and that's after having read like pre-Christian, regular Christian, a lot of books in Judaism. I haven't really read anything Muslim yet, but I don't have any, you know, I've read a little bit about it, but not much. Don't have any problem reading about that as well. So, but yeah, so I might talk about any of those things. So this is my warning. If you want to, oh, also the other thing, I love reading about American history, just in general, the entire thing. When I hear people talk about American history, I want to be like, that's incorrect, or this is, not that I want to sit here and correct people, but I want to know like what I'm talking about if I'm having a conversation with someone. So I like reading about American history specifically, and I like reading world history as well. And I have a goal to read a biography /and/or autobiography by every American president. And also I would like to read the same about like other influential country leaders, like, you know, Russian presidents or European leaders. Anyway, so that's all. That being said, some people are offended by a lot of those subjects, so I'm not trying to offend anybody. I really don't want to offend anybody. I don't want anybody to get angry. I really think it's just, it's not necessary, and I don't want to cause it. I'm not trying to cause any type of negativity in the world. I just want to, progress personally, and I want to progress personally in a way that I can affect the world positively around me. So if I can do that through honest and open discussion, and through the sharing of like where to get free education, and, you know, opening different avenues to different ideas and different, you know, books, and just access to information, the more you can get and the more you can just like suck up and download into your brain, the better. And if I can and share the knowledge that I can receive, and maybe like point people in the right direction of where they can get the knowledge that they're seeking, then I would like to do that. So not everything I talk about is going to be about avoidant personality disorder. I think I don't want to like beat that dead horse, you know. So what I'm saying is, if you want to get off the crazy train, now might be the best time. Because I just want people to know that it might get weird. And also, I don't know if I've mentioned this before, but I do work in a medicinal herbal garden, and so I want to share some of that with you guys. And I also do yoga. I'm trying to learn how to cook. I do different meditations. I've been trying to learn how to do journaling. I have been journaling. I'm tracking like a streak of journaling. I'm on day 27, I think, right now. So it's not that great, but I am doing that as well. I do lots of workouts. I've been doing like food planning, grocery planning, meal planning. Like I have a lot of things that I'm doing. So I want to branch out and just talk about things that are other than avoidant personality disorder. So if that's all you're here for, then just go away. All right. I'm going to talk about other stuff now.